Okay, we're back. Once again, sorry guys sa ating technical difficulties. PLDT, please have mercy. At pero tutuloy pa rin tayo. It looks like in the interim, nakahabol na ng Spectre ni Hao as he takes a temporary lead of around 400 to 500 gold lead here after the Slark. Nag-extend ng konti ang ating kill scores. 19 to 16 now at 34 minutes into the game. Nakatayo pa rin ang tier 2 tower sa taas. But now, mukhang magsisimula ng push. Raven will creep skip as the Aegis will be reclaimed. Good warding here on the side of TNC Pro Team as they try and save themselves from the common areas kung saan pwede manggaling yung Batrider. They will fake back, however, into an aggressive smoke. Titignan natin may mahuhuli sila. The Radiant team, nakakumpul dito sa baba. Expecting maybe that they're going to slide and take a pushed out lane. But it looks like TNC have other plans. Nandito sila ngayon. Makikita nila ang smoke attempt naman ng Radiant. Darkness will be dropped. And nakikita nyo the hesitation coming out from this Radiant team. Alam nilang baka mamaya meron silang makitang biglang dire team susulpot out of nowhere. But looks like TNC have retreated all the way back dito sa kanilang shrine area. So both teams, magkakasayangan sila ng kanilang smoke of deceit. But there is still some more duration here dito sa ating Radiant team. VG Gaming. Not wanting to overextend dito. Just they want to give so much more time here for Hao to just take over the game. Malapit na siya magka-BKB. He did go on that detour with the Midas given na meron silang early game advantage dito. But now, TNC Pro Team once again on the attack. They will be spotted out by this Observer Ward. And Hao will be spotted out. Ako, nandito sila ngayon. Instantly with the Haunt as Raven trying to pick off here the backlines. Mamamatay ba ang kanilang Dazzle? No, he will be able to escape. And now, next na kalaban ngayon, 3v1 against Raven. But now, Kuko is here to back him up. Mukhang na-split apart ang ating TNC Pro Team and VG Gaming. Looking like they have the damage to bring down the Raven. And yes, they do. They take him down. Haste will be secured by the Night Stalker. And the Earthshaker out of nowhere. Blinking in forward, but it will not be enough. 3 already down, 4 dead on TNC sides. Another unfortunate fight here as TNC gets split apart sa shrine area. And in the end, the Sand King and the Dead Prophet with enough AoE damage para mapatay ang TNC Pro Team at ang kanilang mga core. How now? Pushing the side lane by himself, extending his lead by 3k gold. Sa gitna naman, the Death Prophet, together with the Batrider and the Dazzle, trying to pressure 2 simultaneous lanes here, knowing na malayo pa ang death timers ng mga core ng TNC. It really is, the course of TNC is down as the Batrider will go and pick off the support. 1437 is down. Tims, the sole survivor. And looks like they will give up etong tier 2 tower sa mid lane. VG Gaming coming alive here sa late stages ng ating mid game. One disastrous fight dito sa may shrine area ng Radiant. And binigyan natin ng katiting ang VG Gaming. And they took a mile away. Let's see if TNC can bounce back and regain the deficit here. They still have 2 really farmed cores. They have good scaling naman on their side. They have the Slark for the ultra late game. They have the Wind Ranger as well, who does better than the Death Prophet in the late game. They have the damage and the disruption from the Earthshaker. Plus pwedeng maging off-tank etong Night Stalker mamaya. Titingnan natin if they can survive the onslaught here by VG Gaming. VG looking to Looking to go for more pickoffs, but no, they will use the Firefly instead just to deward, just to keep control of this area. Both teams, alam nila nga may importante yung cheese. Magiging importante. Nako, mukhang magsisimula tayo once again. How? The aggression on the hunt. They will be using it. They pick off the supports. Teams will go down as well. And now TNC Pro Team, they need to retreat, but no, they were able to bait out the Slark into committing into the fight. They have the BKBs, but it will be running out soon. But makakakuha sila ng kill. How is down. So that's 1 for 2 exchange dito. But the fight will continue here. VG Gaming, they have so many skills online. So much HP to work with. And they turn what could have been the opening for TNC into a 3-for-1 exchange. Ito lumalabas ngayon. The power of the Batrider. Going for that aggressive pick-off. Starting the fight. And keeping TNC Pro Team on their toes. Magre-reset ngayon ang ating dalawang teams. But it looks like magti-take advantage ang TNC. They're going to start Roshan here. They're going to pull the Sand King into teleporting to try and scout them out. Wala na silang sentry. Wala silang vision control ng area na to. So it will be TNC's Pro Team's Roshan to lose. Dalawa sa nila ang nagdi-deal ng damage. Not the fastest Roshan, but alam na. Nandito na, the Batrider and company is here. Will they go for the hero play? At nanakaw nila ang Roshan from underneath TNC. Titignan natin. Less than 1/4 HP na. Roshan falling really quickly now. Gagamitin nila. They will try and zone out. Etong Batrider and they get it. They get the Aegis and they even find the pick-off immediately onto the Sand King. Patay na ang Sand King ngayon and now TNC Pro Team going on the aggressive, not waiting for VG Gaming to dictate ang daloy ng laban, and in the end they take a slow Roshan but they do end up with the Aegis. So kahit nadedehado sila sa mga kills sa laro natin, they're looking for yung mga plays to get them back into the game. Hindi lang sila naghihintay at nagiging sobrang defensive kahit na natatalo sila. That's classic Kuku right there kung iisipin nyo. Even before, nung nandun siya sa Frankfurt major team ng Mineski, that's always been their style of play. And now Raven going on the break, forcing out the BKB rito. And it looks like he will use the Shadow Dance to get away. So slight victory para sa kanila, trading off ang kanyang Shadow Dance para sa BKB charge. And he will trade itong 40 seconds for House 9 seconds sa kanyang BKB. Malaking bagay yun. They're even going to go on cooldown at roughly around the same time. So at the very least, malalaman ngayon ng TNC Pro Team na walang BKB itong Spectre for about 35 seconds. So they can confidently take over itong jungle at secret shop area dito sa taas. 27-19 now. 43 minutes into our ball game. As VG Gaming, despite winning those fights earlier, makikita nyo naman, they're hold up dito sa kanilang base. Hindi sila masyadong makalabas dahil alam na alam nila the TNC Pro Team, kahit na natalo sila ng dalawang straight team fight, they still have the firepower, they have the late game scaling to punish any mistake. Maganda ang nakikita nating laro, hindi siya walang stomp. No easy baskets kumbaga ang binibigay ng magkabilang kupunan. TNC, they find the right pickoffs, they go for the right play, the plays to win. Hindi sila nagiging sobrang defensive at nagpapatalo lamang. At the same time, VG Gaming going with the conservative plays to make sure nandun sila sa magandang posisyon. Very different styles of play ang tinatamasa natin dito sa larong to. VG Gaming, they have the benefit of the experience of a TI champion on their end. They have How. Nakita naman natin, Spectre is one of the heroes that made How's career.
Double damage.
In their going for the defensive counter-initiating style na nagpalakas sa newbie nung kasagsagan ng career ni How. Meanwhile naman sa TNC, they have their aggressive heroes, but looks like yun, multika na silang makakuha. Going on that parang counter-punching na style. They went on to the Slark, but just as easily, they don't get a pick-off. So that's very good on the side of TNC. They don't have the lasso to be afraid of dito. And now they will try and go and pressure it on tier 3 tower sa baba. The Slark, level 25 now. Level 23 for Kuko sa kanyang Wind Ranger. Naku, mahuhuli nila. How will be force-staffed into place. And he will walk straight into... Naku, munti ka na siyang maglakad papunta dun sa Ancient Apparition Ultimate. If ever, that would have been disastrous for Vici Gaming. Had he walked into that ultimate, tatalonan agad siya nitong Earthshaker to try and burst him down and get the shatter damage. But ngayon, magre-reset. Ancient Apparition. Cooldown on the ultimate, very, very low. Level 50 na siya with the level 2 ultimate. And makikita naman natin dito. Gold per minute ang kanilang isinicure. They're not even going for a talent tree on the AA right now. They want full access sa kanyang skills. Chilling Touch, sobrang daming damage ang kanyang pwedeng ibigay. Especially if meron silang Wind Ranger in the late game. It looks like magkokontento muna ating magkabilang team na mag-reset. TNC, once again, going on the farm. Trying to push out all of their lanes once again so that they can have a good timing sa kanilang mga clashes. But now Vici Gaming will go on the aggressive smoke. Hanapin nila kung meron pa silang makikita rito. But a little bit too late. It looks like it will just be a warding run para sa kanila. Kung wala silang makikita doon. And they're also not in a great position para maghanap ng pick-off. Although TNC are near the area and the scan will go out. Vici Gaming know na nandito nakakumpul ngayon ang dire team natin. TNC Pro Team. Ayaw na rin nilang split apart dahil alam nilang kahit mag-isa lang ang Batrider, they can find the pick-off with How. And it looks like Raven will find him. Nandito, look at all of that damage. They even forced out the BKB and he goes down anyway. Nandito pa ngayon and it looks like it's a disaster here as two quick pickups. Vici Gaming lose their two initiators and this looks like TNC's mid lane to take. Will they go for it? No, it looks like they will slide here. And nandito ngayon. Nako, masisimulan na naman the Earthshaker. Jumping straight onto How and How is dead. He has the buyback but the rest of his support staff are down for the count. They can only look on. Nandito ngayon ang Spectre. Kaya ba niyang habulin? Kaya ba niyang i-defend? But it looks like hindi nila kakayanin. Between the Death Prophet at itong si How, sobrang daming firepower ang pwedeng ibagsak ngayon ng TNC. They only lost the darkness and ito na nga! The Ancient Apparition will connect and that's a dieback from How. It looks like mawawala na. TNC will take the mid lane. Nandito ngayon yung Sun King dropping the epicenter but no kills are going to come out of it. Raven, makikipag one-on-one siya dito. Wala siyang pakialam sa exorcism or meron ba? Naku, makakita pa siya. Dominating kills. Dominating spree here, sorry, for Raven. And now, after taking one racks, magre-retreat na ngayon ang TNC Pro Team. Makukuha nila, ipapako pa nila ang Death Prophet dito sa punuan. And TNC escape with everyone intact. Hindi pa tapos si Raven. Nandito na rin si Kuko. And they find the pick-off. One by one namamatay ang mga supports at initiators ng Vici Gaming. They can do nothing to kill off any of the TNC Pro Team players. And it looks like this might be over soon. TNC with the late game execution Ang bilis nilang na-punish yung momentary mistakes ng VG Gaming. They catch the Batrider out of position. They got the Sand King na gustong rumesponde. And they convert it into a quick mid lane take. And now, they are in prime position here na mag-mega creeps na. Basag na ang baba, basag na ang gitna. And now, top lane will go down. Once more, magsisimula na naman the Batrider once again with the BKB. Nandito rin si Sand King and they can't kill anyone. Ito yung sinasabi natin. The late game scaling is there para sa TNC. How? Back into the fight. Going to use the hunt. Kailangan nila makakita ng kill dito. But look at this. They can't even kill off Tims. He will finally go down here. As the rest of TNC will be on the retreat. Needless to say, an amazing last few minutes here by TNC. At lahat yun ay nagsimula dito sa may shrine area sa Secret Shop ng Radiant. Binigyan sila ng opening and TNC took it. Now, VG Gaming ngayon ang kailangan maghabol. Kailangan nilang gumawa ng play para makabalik sa ating laban. Wala si Tims, pero medyo mabagal lang ang nilang Roshan take. But it looks like hindi ko-contest ito ng ating TNC Pro Team. 28-26 now at 50 minutes into the match. But ito papunta. The Ice Blast coming in and they will connect. And it looks like it will not phase VG Gaming. Wala ring follow-up. As makikita nyo naman, hindi na nila, ibibigay na nila ang Roshan at ang Cheese. Magtatrabaho na lang sila on these last few objectives sa mapa. Mawawalan sila ng shrine dito sa kanilang Radiant side jungle. As TNC will take it down for themselves. Item check po tayo. Sandali para makita natin ang kompletong complexion ng ating laro. Wind Ranger. Kompleto na ang kanyang damage items. Meron na siyang Mjolnir. Meron na siyang Aghanim Scepter. Together with the BKB. The Slark, sobrang kunat na rin. And approaching na ang kanyang Butterfly. Etong Earthshaker na rin. Hindi na rin siya mapipigilan. With that Lincoln Spear, nakakabuo lang. Meanwhile naman, sa kabila, makunat na rin yung Spectre. Pero in these fights, na huhuli siya nung Ancient Apparition. That's so much damage. And walang healing na pwedeng bumagsak. And eto na, VG Gaming trying to look for the play. And they will find the lasso on to one. But ako, to-turn around sila. They will drop itong Ice Blast here. And wala pa rin namamatay on either side. But mukhang mauuna rito ang Batrider. Babagsak siya. Nandito na rin. The Dazzle will be the next to fall. Or will it? Mukhang mato-turn around pa itong si Tims. Mamatay siya rito. TNC. Dropping health points very quickly. Kailangan nila mag-retreat. But ako, nandito na ngayon si Raven nang galing sa likuran. But he will be controlled. He will be stunned. He will be epicenter to death. And he will give up etong mega kill streak niya. The Sand King bringing down Raven. Isang malutong na 819 gold ang kanilang makukuha doon. Makikita natin dito talagang aakyat yung gold dahil napatay nila ang pinaka-farmed na core ngayon ng TNC. Death Prophet, nakakuha na siya ng kanyang refresher orb. So if they find one more fight like that, pwede na silang makipag-sabayan sa push. Makakuha ng kanilang sariling rocks para naman matanggalan ng pressure ang kanilang mga lanes. Sa mga laban nilang ginagawa, nakikita nyo rito sa baba, unti-unting napupulbos at nakakalbo ang kanilang base sa mga extended na team fight na ganun. So, in the end, baka hindi rin malabong magkaroon ng split push situation dito ang TNC para lang tapusin ang larong ito. Dahil nakikita nyo naman, never say die attitude from VG Gaming. Kahit nabasag ang kanilang dalawang lane, naghahanap pa rin sila ng aggressive play. Nakukuha naman nila ang mga pick-offs dito. They're still leading in kills here. Important talaga nating ma-stress yun. Dahil na kahit ahead na ahead ang TNC, VG Gaming has the firepower para makipagsabayan. Nakita natin however, the Ancient Apparition, nakompleto niya. Kanina pa niya nakompleto itong Glimmer Cape, but now, Kompleto na rin niya ang kanyang Guardian Greaves. So meron siyang parang pseudo ultimate na pwedeng ibagsak. The sustain na pwedeng ibigay ng Guardian Greaves. Magiging malaking bagay sa mga laban natin dahil sustained damage over time din ang binibigay ng BG Gaming. Ito naman, magsisimula sila. How? With the Haunt. The Batrider going in forward at mamamatay na ang ating AA. Ba't ako mahanap nila rito sa baba? The Dazzle is going down. And the rest of the TNC people will try and isolate the fight. But naka-double kill na agad sa beginning pa lang ng laban itong si How. The supports are down. The offlaner down as well para sa TNC. And now, will they use the Dead Prophet Refresher para ma-pressure dito? Nakakuha pa sila ng Dire Courier. They're going to lose the Gem of True Sight. The Death Prophet. She has the Exorcism backup dahil ginamit niya agad-agad dun sa laban na yon ang kanyang Refresher Orb. And take a look at that. They trade 3 for 1. Ang mga initiator ang babagsak on the side of TNC. So, Vici Gaming, not out of this fight yet. Kuko, magtatrabaho lang. Tatanggalin yung shrine para mawalan sila ng control. Mukhang babagsak to sa ating third and final Roshan fight. Nagpe-prepare ng TNC. Natatalo sila sa mga clash na ganito. Pero kung mawawalan ng ability na makapag-responde sa Roshan ang Vici Gaming, mukhang kakayanin ng TNC take ito in the very late game. How now? Pushing the sides. And the Batrider once again going for the plays, looking for the pickoffs. Hindi siya makakahanap at that specific moment. Wala ring Haunt yet for the Spectre, but it will be up in less than 10 seconds. Now, Night Stalker. Teams naman ngayon ang gagamit ang kanyang ultimate. Going to keep the map dark for this Radiant team. Nakikita nyo naman, nagre-retreat sila sa kanilang base. Hindi nila alam saan manggagaling ang TNC. They have to defend. Kung sila ngayon na matatanggalan, makita naman natin, buyback status. Only the two, the position 1 and the position 2, Raven and Kuko ang may buyback sa ating ball game ngayon. So, good zoning ultimate there by teams. And they will be going for the split push. The top lane will be pushed out. It will be camped by TNC Pro Team. While the rest of them are waiting kung titignan nila kung dito ba pupunta ang Batrider. Dito ba sila magsisimula ng laban? Daytime is back. Kailangan din maging careful ngayon. They don't have the vision advantage with the daytime up for TNC. So again, they will play conservatively now. So Vici Gaming ngayon, they're the ones going on the aggression. They're the ones doing the TNC playbook of looking for the opening. Alam nilang daytime is their window of opportunity in this match. And now once again, the Night Stalker keeping nighttime. And every time gagamitin ni Teams yun, kailangan mag-back nitong Radiant team. They cannot afford to be caught out at this crucial stage. Alam nilang nandito si Kuko. Hanapan nila ngayon. Tingnan natin. Talents completed by the Death Prophet. 600 health, 2,880 HP, and 24 armor. 23 armor I should say sa Death Prophet. So talagang makunat na rin. Meanwhile, sa side naman ng TNC, they actually don't have that much HP. The Earthshaker ang meron, but siya rin ang unang tumatalo sa kalagitnaan ng laban. So if magkakaroon tayo ng large scale na clash, mukhang kailangan talagang magkaroon ng fancy footwork dito ni 1437 para mabuhay sila. Dahil again guys, take note, sustained yung damage over time ng Vici Gaming. So habang tumatagal, lalong kumakate. Meanwhile naman, yung pick of potential, yung burst damage naman ng nasa side ng ating TNC Pro Team. They have the Slark. Naku, hanap nila. Take a look at that. Instantly deleted from the game. They lose the Dazzle at the beginning of the fight. And mukhang mamamatay na ngayon. But the hero play from the Sand King. Landing on 2 and they quickly equalize. 1-on-1 now. But the Deku, si Kuku, rather, will find the pick-off here. Mapapa-buyback niya ang Bat Rider. And he will force himself running away from the fight. Both teams mawawalan ng mga support. But TNC force out the buyback onto the Bat Rider. Kailangan muna mag-reset ngayon ng TNC. Masyado mababa ang kanilang HP and the Bat Rider is back in the mix. Once again, that burst damage from TNC. Kitang-kita nyo dun. Kung sino ang una nila mahuli, madededs. And they force VG Gaming to pop their important cooldowns after nawalan sila ng kanilang Dazzle, including the buyback. Buyback status natin. Almost all members, let's see, almost all cores rather, on TNC side ang merong buyback. Meanwhile naman, sa side ng VG Gaming, only the Death Prophet and the Sand King, and take a look at this. Mabagsak na ngayon, and Kuko from downtown. They find the quick 2 pickoffs. Mamamatay ngayon si How. He doesn't have buyback. Kakabili niya lang ng item. And now they might even get the Death Prophet. Ahabulin nila rito. Too fast for them, but they will run straight into the waiting hands of Raven. Iko-control siya rito ng ating Bat Rider. But ako, babagsak na rin. Mawala na. Mukhang this might be over for VG Gaming. They don't have How. Wala ring buyback. May buyback ang Death Prophet pero walang cooldowns. And now, TNC will finish the job na sinimulan nila kanina. At 61 minutes in, they will achieve Mega Creeps. As TNC punish the mistakes. And it will be GG called. VG Gaming will lose to TNC. And what a display. 61-minute back and forth. But TNC will continue their undefeated streak against Chinese teams on land as they take down VG Gaming together with the legendary How. And kitang-kita sa ating scoreboard kung gaano siya ka back and forth. For most of the games, talagang nag-lead ang ating ang VG Gaming sa kills, pero TNC Pro Team hindi sila umayaw, hindi sila sumuko. They went for the hero plays. Dung Roshan na yon na finorce nila yung issue, nakuha nila, and that gave them the momentum para makabalik sa laban natin. And in the end, they had the burst damage in the late game for the quick pickoffs. They take out the Dazzle. At doon na nagsimula ang beginning of the end for VG Gaming. So, magandang umaga po sa lahat ng nanonood. You're watching Wombo X Combo, and nandito po tayo ngayon covering Galaxy Battles kung saan nandoon ang TNC Pro Team at ang Happy Feet. So, we will be going on a short break. When we come back, we will have more games for you. Next games will be at 1:30 AM. So again, sorry doon kanina. We had some technical difficulties dito sa ating studios. But it looks like we will be able to resolve them